What if the man responsible for catching criminals suddenly had no answers? What could make a powerful general sit in silence while the entire room watches? In South Africa's parliament, something unexpected happened. Questions were asked. Simple questions about money, accounts, and a suspicious loan. But the answers didn't add up. Why would money go to a son's account instead of the general's own account? And why was it repaid in cash with no proof at all? For 21 intense minutes, the pressure kept building, until the general was left completely speechless. What really happened in that room?
We re-establishing the contact through subsequent conversation that I came to understand that Madlanga was highly involved in the security industry, provided a VIP security protection service to the business persons and entities. My impression of him was that he was reserved in nature and his interactions were limited and informal. Since then, Mr. Madlanga would occasionally seek advice regarding personal issues affecting him. I saw nothing improper providing general advice. I did not present him in my official legal capacity. I did not represent him in my official legal capacity, nor did I intervene in any investigation process on his behalf. Our communication
Sorry, General, what do you mean by this? You first say, since then, Mr. Madlanga would occasionally seek my advice regarding personal, legal issues affecting him. And then you say, I saw nothing improper in providing general advice. I did not represent him in any official legal capacity. What's this about legal issues, giving advice on legal issues, and representing him in any official legal capacity?
Yeah. Commissioner,
that seems to suggest that you are a legal representative or a legal practitioner even, perhaps.
Commissioner, maybe it's lack of better word in English. When I say legal, it's things which may be involved the police or whatever. For example, can phone and say, I have applied for many rifles and it is taking long. I believe I will miss this tender of mine. Who can I speak to what should happen? What do I do in this instance? I said, no, the only person you can contact is CFR. And there is a contact number which you use to communicate to them. Or else go there yourself and do a physical inquiry. Because sometimes there will be a backlog, and more especially where they are waiting for confirmation of fingerprints from CRC. Remember, CRC's job is a criminal record and to check suspects and whatsoever. So they can't prioritize the firearms application than that other one. So obviously it will take longer, but they are working on it in a sequence and prioritizing the others. But that is why it is taking long. That was my suggestion. I said, no, here is the number, you can call that number or you can go and visit and check. So yeah, I mean such things. For example, the Kaula thing. Yeah, I mean such things. That is what you will ask me.
Thank you, General.
Thank you. There was an indication that there was a money of 80,000 deposited into my account by Mr. Madlanga. And I got angry and then immediately reversed the money to Madlanga that Madlanga must give me cash. So I am responding to that to show that there was no such thing. Because for him to have my account, I have to give him my account. And I never gave him my account. And there's no way he can deposit money to my account without me giving him the account. I don't know how will he get it. And it never happened. The only money which was deposited is the one deposited to my son, which I brought the bank statement of my son and showing even how this money was used to do. It paid the vehicles and etc. They said itemized billing will indicate that. Any reference made during meeting of money envelopes or bag of money was direct repetition of the intelligence received from the source. It was not suggestion or instruction or endorsement of corruption. I expressly cautioned the investigator not to accept any bribe. I informed them that even if they all were offered money, accepting such money would not eliminate the risk to their lives. I emphasized that the offense under which they are investigating is a serious Schedule 6 offense and that the bail proceeding will be formal and rigorous. My intention was to sensitize and protect, encourage them to endure until the end. I also wanted to establish and confirm if they know or have seen Zungu at the court on the day. I advised that the threat risk assessment be conducted through crime intelligence and that protective measures, including safe house arrangements, if necessary, be considered. I advised that the matter be treated as major or project investigation and that investigative team should not be burdened with additional dockets so to preserve the focus on operational integrity. I shared the experience from similar 2013 murder investigation involving Major General Maswangani, where investigators had to work from a safe house due to credible threats. This intended to emphasize the seriousness of the situation and the need for vigilance. I informed that from the safe house, it will minimize escalation of threat from their families, and the team, including the combat and crime intelligence, will be in one roof, thus minimizing leakage of the sensitive information. In the presence of the members, I contacted Brigadier, I think it's a repetition, this one, of what I've read on the
that's
other
a repeat. You've deleted it in the other version.
Yes. And this one on 2022, May 24, I followed up with Brigadier to confirm whether the risk assessment has been initiated. She informed me she was with Brigadier Ntul. I think I also indicated to this one. I did not distribute envelopes or did not provide money. I did not solicit bribes. I did not suggest concealment of evidence. I did not instruct the investigators to participate in any corrupt conduct, more especially to disrupt the course of justice with regard to pending application and appeal thereof. The allegations that orchestrated and promoted the three envelope strategy is false, constitute distortion and protection of operational briefing. The intelligence was conveyed for the purpose of safeguarding the investigators and preserving integrity of the investigation. Preserving. The allegations that I orchestrated and promoted the so-called envelope strategy is false and constitutes distortion of what was the fact, protective briefing. This is the repetition.
It's a repeat, I was just going to say.
190 and 191 is the same paragraph.
You want to go to 192?
Yeah. On the 16th May, Sergeant Ndlela attended at my office together with witness.
Can I just assist you there? It's also a repeat of what you said earlier. I think the important part is what you want to say in this from the second sentence.
Okay.
Why just him? He wasn't the only one in the room when you spoke about there's a bag of money. How did you decide he's the one to call and not any of the other people that were in the room?
Information indicated the other two are at the safe house, and they are working with these people who are going around with my photo, looking for statement. So he is not there. So I phoned the office and asked if he's still there, and I was informed he's there. They gave me his number. I phoned him and I asked him, are you prepared to provide me with a statement of what happened when you came to my office? He said, sure. Then he wrote the statement and he gave to somebody who's staying in my vicinity to hand it over to me.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Is it not more correct to say all he does in his statement is to explain what happened on the day?
Yes.
I mean, unless I'm missing something, I don't see anywhere in the statement where he disputes any suggestion that you proposed or insinuated the acceptance of gratification. I mean, he doesn't say that in the statement, unless you can show us maybe where in the statement he says this. And it's not probing, it's just so that we clarify the content of your paragraph 193.
Yeah. I'm not saying he indicated that there were some money which I said it must be paid.
Because when I read his statement, he just says this is what happened on the 16th, and then he withdrew from the case. But he doesn't say, I dispute any suggestion that General Shibiri proposed or insinuated acceptance of gratification.
Yeah, but that is his statement.
Yeah.
So he can be asked about his statement and to make supplementary, because I didn't want to lead him to say what must he write. I can go to 120 now. On one occasion, Sergeant Lela and Witness A arrived at the hotel in the company of two ladies and one male. They brought with them a cooler box containing liquor. When Mr. Vusimakhubela introduced them to me, I remarked to him jokingly why he had not informed me that he was opening a police station, as there were now 4 police officers present. Our prior understanding had been that when we used the lounge, when there were no bookings, and when there were no bookings, and that we would not be sharing the space with other persons.
General, can I just get some clarification? At paragraph 120, you say on one occasion. Are you speaking about an occasion other than 25 May 2024? If you go to the previous paragraph, paragraph 118, you say on Saturday 25 May 2014, you attended and then you went to Hilo. And there is where you found the unknown male and lady, and then Witness A and Ndlela joined, right? And then there were 4 officers. Then at 120, you say on one occasion, Ndlela and Witness A arrived at the hotel. Is this now on a different day to 25 May?
Yeah, it was the same day. It was the same day, and when we were discussing making changes, I thought the change has been made there because I have seen it and said it will suggest that it's another day. It is the same day.
Yeah, the change has not been made on the revised statement that I have, but you can clarify that now. So where you say on one occasion, it shouldn't be on one occasion. We're still talking about 25 May,
yes,
2024.
Yeah.
And so when they arrived there, they arrived with 2 ladies and 1 male individual.
Yes.
Okay, who were not police officers to your knowledge.
Yeah, because the ones which were introduced to me as police officers was Ndlela and Witness A. And those other 2 whom they found there, whom already were introduced to me as police officers. So hence I'm saying there were 4 police officers. Those are the one. The other lady and female were not police officers.
Okay, thank you. You may proceed. At 121.
Mr. Vusimakhubela responded by saying, "Ibafana bami," meaning they are my boys, and indicated that if I had an issue, they could go and sit elsewhere. I asked Mr. Vusi why he called them that and what was their business with him, but I didn't get a definitive answer from him. I hope he will get an opportunity to provide clarity on their association with Makwela. I, however, indicated that it was acceptable for them to sit there. I continued playing music. After some time, I left the area. I'm not aware of the party taking place. On the 31st of May 2025, after knocking off, I think it was on a Friday, because, I remember this one because on the 30th, I just arrived from Zambia, from SADC, Transnational Organized Crime.
And I think you mean 31 May 2024, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 2024.
Continue.
After knocking off duty, I telephoned Lieutenant General Mtombe to inquire where he was so that I could join him, as it was Friday, and we would occasionally meet and unwind on Friday, because Saturdays, all Saturdays he's working Operation Chanel. That time was still, I think it was Okaimula. So that is the only one which made me to agree to go and work at the office, because I was working every day. You don't rest with that one. So on Friday, when we have time, we could meet. I proposed that we meet at the Villa and Spa Hotel at Northcliffe to catch up and relax. We agreed to meet there. While we were at the hotel lounge, Brigadier Nkwashu telephoned to inquire about our whereabouts. I informed him that we were at the hotel in Northcliffe. He indicated that he will join us and later joined us.
Sorry, General, can I just ask, is it Commissioner Nkwashu? You say Brigadier. Who did he call? Did he call you or did he call the Provincial Commissioner?
I think he called me. Okay. I can't remember, but he usually called one of us, but I think he called me.
You can start with 124. So he said that he would join you at the
Villa.
And in 124?
Yeah. While seated at the lounge area, I noticed Sergeant Lela. I see that there's a witness A which must be removed.
It should be deleted, yes.
Yeah, must be deleted.
Sergeant Lela is not witness A,
yes. I noticed Sergeant Lela through a glass door coming up the stairs from the parking area, accompanied by a lady. I immediately called Vusi Makwela and informed him that I could see one of his boys coming upstairs with a lady, and that they were not going to come and sit with us at the lounge. And then Vusi Makwela indicated that he would ask them to sit in another area. He proceeded outside to speak to them, and they did not come and sit with us at the lounge. After some few minutes, I observed them returning towards the parking area.
General, what is your relationship with Brigadier Nkwashu? If it's coming later on, you can leave it for later. But if you want to tell us now, does he work with you or are you just friends? What is the relationship between you and him?
I can say it, but I think it is coming. But Brigadier Nkwashu, we worked a long time together. He was working at a vehicle investigation unit in Johannesburg, and I was the branch commander in Florida. And then he went to work at the province, and I was still a branch commander. He's playing soccer. Sometimes we will play against each other as the police. But we became close when he became a station commander in Beggersdal, because my wife was a branch commander in Beggersdal. So as a result, we could visit each other's functions, funerals, and whatsoever. And for that matter, he comes from Tzaneen, I'm from Tzaneen, even though he's coming from different direction area. He's coming from Juliusburg. You pass Make, I'm coming from Mawa, you turn to Mami, but he's in Tzaneen, all of it. So we became close, like friends, but we call ourselves boot, like brothers.
I think that the point I wanted to get was in 2024, your relationship with him was not professional in the sense that he reported to you or you reported to him. It was more friendship than a professional relationship.
Yes, he worked in Tshwane as acting district commissioner, and then was transferred to the VAL at Sibeni. He became acting until they promote a district commissioner, though he became a deputy, and I think he built a house, he stayed in that side, because he was staying in Rodiport. So we're in West Rand, all of us.